Hi, good morning. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to this lecture series on basic English grammar. For today's session, we shall be covering articles. So, without any further delay, let's begin. Articles are used before nouns to fix, define, or determine a noun in some way or the other. So, articles are words which are used before nouns to explain the noun more effectively. They are also known as demonstrative adjectives. So, they describe a noun, they define a noun, they fix a noun, or determine a noun. Here it is important to reiterate or revise in your minds the types of nouns: the countable noun, which can be counted in numbers, the uncountable noun, which can be measured but not counted in numbers, singular noun, one thing, one place, or one person, and plural noun, too many things, more than one thing, so to say. There are three articles in English: a, an, and the. Two, a and an, are indefinite articles, and the is definite article. Indefinite article means when you are talking in the general sense, when you are not being specific, non specific articles. So, a and an are regarded as non specific article, and the is regarded as the definite article when you are being particular about something, when you are specifically mentioning something. So, now let's come to the usage of a. First, a is used before nouns beginning with consonant sounds. Here it is important that sometimes you can even use them before vowels but not before vowel sounds. So, a is used before nouns beginning with consonant sounds, not the alphabet but the sound. Example: a dog, a city, a boy, a unique gift. So you see unique. The sound is year, Y here. Although the alphabet that you spell it with begins U. So a unique gift, you will use the article a. Second, when you refer to a thing or person for the first time, maybe when you are reading a passage, when you are writing an essay, so the first mention of something will use the article a. The second mention, when you begin to do a particular mention or a specific mention of something, then you will use the article the. Example: I saw a girl yesterday. She was very beautiful. Now you are being specific. You are talking about that girl only. So I hope to see the girl again. So the first mention of something will use the article a. Third, a is used before a noun when representing the whole class or whole kind. When one thing represents the entire class of that thing. For example, if I say a dog is a very loyal friend, so I am not talking about one dog, I am talking about the dogs as a whole class, as a whole generic class. So a lion is a ferocious beast. It does not talk about any one lion, it talks about lions in general. Fourth usage of a. A is used before nouns when preceded by an adjective, but not when adjectives are used alone. Example: a beautiful car. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. So you're describing a car, a beautiful car, a red car, a dangerous profession. But when you are omitting the noun and just using the adjective, then you will not use the article. For example, she is beautiful. Had I said she is a beautiful girl, so when I use the adjective, then a noun, then I will use the article. But when I use just the adjective, I will not use the article. Fifth, to mention a particular color preference of something. Example: I will take a red car, I will opt for a wine dress. So when you are making a preference, again a kind of adjective only, so then I will use the article a. Sixth, to mention one unit of something or the price of one unit. Here it is important to revise singular and plural nouns. So with a singular noun, you will use a, the article a. Example: a kilometer more. So I need to drive a kilometer more. So one thing, one unit, a meter, a decibel, so to say. $1 for a liter. Maybe when I am talking about the price of 1 kg, so then again I will use the article a, or 1 unit. Seventh, before someone's profession, a doctor, a lawyer. So all of these will use the article a. Eighth, to define a thing. For example, if I'm telling you a definition of something, example, schizophrenia is a disease and can be treated. Second, this is a chemical law. So if I am giving a definition of a particular thing, then I will use the article a. Ninth, before the words little and few, we will use the article a if I am trying to tell you a positive information, if I am trying to affirm something. Example, a little more effort can help you. A few items or a few cupcakes are still left for usage. So, in all these sentences where you use little and few to affirm something, to give a positive remark, you will use the article a. 10th, in exclamatory expressions. Exclamatory, I would again revise for you. Exclamatory expressions are those when you are overcome with some intense emotion. Example, whoa, what a breathtaking view. So, gosh, a terrible news. So, with all these exclamatory expressions, you are using the article a. 11th, before proper nouns when they are turned into common nouns. So, when you are talking about some proper noun, a specific thing, mostly you use the article the. But when you use this proper noun in the form of a common noun, you actually use it as a common noun. In those cases, you will use the article a. For example, she's a Mother Teresa in her area. So you are using the proper noun Mother Teresa in the sense of a common noun. He is a Sachin Tendulkar of his area. So using the proper noun Sachin Tendulkar as a common noun. So in such cases, you will use the article a. Now coming to an. Now a and an, both of them are indefinite articles. So the usage of a and an, the rules are similar. The only difference is you use the article a for nouns beginning with consonant sounds, not the consonant sounds. And likewise, you use an when you are using it before words which begin with vowel sounds. So an is used in similar ways as a, but before words beginning with vowel sounds. Examples, an Oxford Dictionary, an eagle, an undercover agent. Secondly, you also use an before words which begin with some consonant in spelling, but the consonant is silent. Mostly the H is silent in a few words. For example, an air, an R. So in all of these, the sound, the first phoneme, the sound is vowel sounds. So then you will use the article an. Now there are a few don'ts. You don't use a and an directly before nouns which cannot be counted. That is before uncountable nouns. Examples, I want to buy milk. You cannot say a milk because milk is uncountable. On the other hand, you can say I want to buy a packet of milk, a unit of something. You cannot say I want to drink a tea because it is uncountable. So I wanted to drink tea, but I can say I wanted to drink a cup of tea, measurable thing. The tabla needs powder. Again, powder, uncountable noun. But I can say the tabla needs a pinch of powder. So when you are using a unit of something, then you can use the article a. But when you are talking about uncountable nouns, you cannot directly use the articles a or an. Second, don't. Don't use a and an before plurals. So they are used before singular nouns. Third, don't use a and an before proper nouns because proper nouns are specific. Now coming to the third article, the definite article the. So the definite article is used before something which is particular, something which is specific in a particular context and therefore gives more clarity about something. So now the usage. When you refer to a person or a thing for the second time or subsequently in a conversation. Example, I saw a hill there. So first reference, first mention of the hill will use the article a. The second mention, the hill was richly vegetated. So I am being very particular that hill that I saw was vegetated. So the second mention or subsequent mentions, the third, fourth, will use the article the. Second, it is used before the names of rivers, ranges of mountains, groups of islands, bay, gulf, sea, etc. Examples: the Brahmaputra, being very specific, being particular, the Himalayas, the Bay of Bengal. Fourth, it is used before the names of banks, ministries, governments, galleries, etc. Examples: the Royal Bank of Scotland, the Ministry of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I hope you've seen Harry Potter series. Fifth usage of the. The is used before names of countries that have words like kingdom, republic, or federation. Examples: the United Kingdom, the United States of America, the Republic of Ireland, or the Republic of China, likewise. Sixth, the is used before residents of a country grouped as one entity, but not before their language. For example, if I say they speak French, so before the mention of the language, I will not use the article the. But if I am talking about people in particular, the French people do this, the British do this, the Indians have a lot of variety in their culture. So being specific about a group of people, residents of a country grouped as one entity, I will use the article the. Seventh, the is used before unique things, one of its kind, which are unique, which are different. For example, the sun, the moon, being very specific, before proper nouns, so to say. Eighth, the is used before superlative degrees and words like first, second, last, and only. Examples: the best one, the greatest, the only one, the last. Likewise. Ninth, the is used before names of building or buildings when we refer to what is the purpose of the building, what is the building meant for. Examples: the hospitals are meant to serve people. Last, the is used before family names. For example, the Nehrus, the Patels, some specific family name. So now, as you are clear with all the rules, all the usage rules of the articles a, an, and the, I have an exercise for you based on these rules. For today's lecture, I am indebted to Sterling Publishers' Word to Paragraph. That will be all for today. I hope now you will be able to use articles effectively, efficiently, and effortlessly. When I left you last, I left you with 3 words: accept with a double C, accept with EXCEPT, and expect EXPECT. So accept means to agree to someone's proposal, agree to something rather. So I accepted his proposal. Next, accept EXCEPT means barring something, leaving something. So accept this, everything else is acceptable to me. So leaving something, everything else is acceptable to me. Third, expect. Expect means to desire something. उम्मीद जिन्हों आप पंजाबी च कहते हैं. So expect. I expect this party to turn out beautifully. So for today, I am again leaving you with 3 words. First, idle, IDOL. Second, idle, IDLE. And third, ideal, IDEAL. I hope you'll find out their meanings. Thank you.